Hey, do buckaroos, how the heck are you? Yeah, I'm kind of going through them here. Dogfish head just came to my neck of the woods. Darn, I hate when I do that. So anyway, I picked up a few flavors. I picked up five actually. I picked up the 60 minute, the 90 minutes, the what was that other one? Beer to drink music by. I'm sorry, beer to drink music to 2017. The Flesh and Blood IPA. Let's see. 1690. I lost track, man. Flesh and Blood IPA, 1690, music to drink, and the oh, let me go back over here and check here. I can't remember the fifth one now. Let me read a little bit from this website before we get there. 7.5, 45 IBUs. They refer to it as an IPA. IPA lovers may take exception to 45 IBUs, but I'm going to rely on the taste before. I mean, 45 IBUs. I mean, most APAs these days have more than that, but there you go. Flesh and Blood with a ton of real citrus, including lemon flesh and blood orange juice, hence the name, uh, plus orange and lemon peel. The brewers began searching for the perfect combinations of hops to perfectly complement the citrus flavors. After trialing number of different hops one by one, they emerged with Warrior and Centennial. That makes sense to me. So what does this focus on? So what does this focus on? Simple, pure, unadulterated fruit mean in terms of aromatics and flavors in the beer? Flesh and Blood balances the resinous, hoppy characteristics of an American IPA with the explosive, zesty fruitiness and subtle drying tartness of citrus to deliver a highly quaffable ale that's incredibly unique and lovely to down the whole year round. Well, let's see if it does all that, shall we? Using my White River glass. Oh yeah, a lot of wow, that's nice. Wow, the nose is beautiful. Pour is very nice. I'd love to take a look at that. Kind of a combination of golden and ruby hints from my perspective. You certainly can feel that lemon zest on the nose, or lemon peel, as they say. The blood orange certainly is apparent as well. Mm. Oh, damn. Wow. Wow. You know what? I drank the. I drank the. Uh, I had the beer to drink music to, and it's 6.8%. So I actually waited an hour before I popped another beer because that is a very dangerous 6.8. And here I have this one at 7.5, and man, you just don't feel it at all. I don't know what these guys are doing out there, but wow, there's Shadow. My cat Shadow wants to get in the shot there. Yeah, I mean, highly quaffable. Yeah, that's dangerously quaffable. Holy crap. Yeah, 7.5%. Oh my gosh. This was, well, I had my receipt here and I don't know what to do with it. I'm trying to tell you what I paid for each one of these. So it's $12.99 for a 6 pack of cans. It is 7.5%, so I'm going to let them go. If I buy it again, we're going to have to wait till I get a little closer to the end. But the prices are pretty similar to what Ballast Point runs for in my neck of the woods. 7.5%. Yeah, wow. You don't really notice it. You get the bright fruit. You would think, I mean, it would be. I'm not going to call it a session beer, and I don't think they're trying to be a session beer, but it has the aromas and flavors of a perfect summer beer. At 7.5%, if I were to take this to a picnic or barbecue, I definitely would be sharing it, and I would probably only allow myself one per hour at 7.5%. But Not everybody drinks the way I do. Some people drink for the sole purpose of getting drunk. That's not how I drink. Now, I'm not opposed to getting drunk, but that's not the purpose for drinking. Purpose for drinking is for enjoyment. I enjoy the craft beer. I enjoy good beer. I enjoy good whiskey, and I enjoy good company. So when I'm out like that, picnic, barbecue, etc. It's about the ambiance, man. I'm having the right beer for the right, for the right, function, I suppose I'm trying to say. But unfortunately, there are those that drink only to get drunk. And those people don't think they're missing out, but they are because you're not focusing on enjoying the beer or the company. You're focusing on getting drunk. This is a beer, again, yeah, this is a beer you really want to pay attention to. Bright citrus, incredibly aromatic. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, man. Again, at 7.5%, I mean, gosh, I don't know. But it doesn't feel a percentage point over 5.5 to me. But wow, 7.5, it is dangerous because it is one that you really could. I mean, if you were out in the hot sun drinking this beer, yeah, I could see it being easy to knock two or three back in succession. But it is 7.5%. You're going to feel her at some point. Wow, it is beautiful. Well, I'm not even halfway through, but would I buy it again? Yeah, you know what? I will, especially because it is not quite April yet. I mean, tomorrow's April as I do this video. But yeah, I would because we're heading into summer. This is a beer I would really want. Even sometimes you think of that hot summer day, you want that more sessionable beer. Something between 4 to 5%, or even a nice pilsner that would run anywhere between 4.5 to 5.5, depending on if you're talking about traditional German or Czech or an American craft version of. But I mean, even at 7.5%, I would drink less of this. I would have two of these as opposed to four or five of something else just to be able to enjoy the beautiful flavors of this beer. Sometimes folks focus too much on quantity rather than quality. I'm all about the quality, and it's not just that. I want the enjoyment of the beer. It's the whole experience for me, man. It's the pour, it's the aroma, it's the flavors. And if I'm out in a bar or at a picnic or barbecue or even a card game, it's about the company. That whole thing plays a part. The right beer for the right time for the most perfect experience. So there you go. That's just me, man. It's all about the total package for me. It's funny I won't say I never have because I did as a younger man, but now in my 50s, no, I never drink with the intention of getting drunk. I never say, "Hey, I'm going to go get hammered." No, I'm going to go have a few beers. I'm going to relax and enjoy them. Now, I won't say I never get drunk, but that's not the intention, and I think that's what a lot of folks miss is the intention. Because if your intent is to only get drunk, then you're missing on the other experiences. If your intent is to enjoy yourself along the way, then you're going to enjoy everything else. It's like taking a trip, right? And just getting on a highway and getting there in the quickest amount of time. You're going to get there, you're going to get to your spot, you're going to get to where you want to be. But if you took the time, if you got off the highway, if you took the scenic route, you're going to see more things, you're going to enjoy more things. And that's the point I'm trying. I'm all about visiting that largest ball of twine, man. I'm about whatever local museum is there, any local pub. I mean, I'm about the entire experience. It's not just getting to that place; it's enjoying yourself along the way. It's something I didn't understand as a younger man, but I certainly do now after the life experiences that I've had now as somebody, you know, damn near 52. Because your life experiences shape who you are, man. You know, you try. I remember being somewhat cocky as a younger individual, and people try to tell you things, and I have the same. I get the same, when I talk to some younger folks, they're certain, they're very certain of certain things. They know for sure. And you just kind of, in my head, I'm shaking my head. I don't try to discourage them or tell them they're wrong because people have to find out things on their own. But it is interesting when you talk to a 20 something or even in some cases a 30 something that are so sure of what they think and what they believe, and they haven't really experienced life yet. So apparently, hey, this is a beer that kind of makes you, reflect. Reflect on this one of those beers you drink and just reflect on everything. You get a little existential. Anyways, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy, quoting from Existential Blues. Look at that. Anyways, hey, I'm trying to beer whisper. Wow, it's a very nice beer. Actually, I'm really liking this one a lot. I love the complexity. I'm gonna call it a medium bodied beer. The body's very nice. It's a very enjoyable beer. I gotta tell you, wow, it's kind of blowing me away actually. The subtle complexity. Is that an oxymoron? Yeah, again, it has that subtle complexity. It kind of sneaks up on you the more you let it sit, the more you let it breathe. It becomes more aromatic. The flavors become more layered uh, and more delicate. I do think it's beautifully put together. So without a doubt, even with still this much left in my beer, I will say that even at $12.99 a 6 pack, this will be a buy again for the Beer Whisperer. So there you go. I'm getting some herbal notes at the end that I haven't quite deciphered. I just haven't to tell you exactly what that is, but there are some nice herbal notes right at the very end. So there you go. I'm trying to Beer Whisperer. Prolific beer drinker. Excuse me while I try to pause something. Just trying to get it where you didn't see me, but couldn't get it. Prolific beer drinker. Purveyor of Wisdom. An all around good guy. Hey, no, seriously, no joke. This beer is a contender. Again, typically you think of lighter ABV beers for the summer, but the flavors of this thing is absolutely gorgeous because it has the body it has. It really holds up even in colder weather. But man, I really could see drinking this in 85-degree weather and just enjoying the hell out of the day. So there you go. I am Ton of Beer Whisperer. Have a good one. Drink on, drink well, and drink with passion, or don't drink at all.